So I just spent an age nattering on to what I thought was you guys, and didn't record it. I suppose it was a trial run. Right. I was watching Skinwalker Ranch, and sorry, I've just taken my hair down. It's annoying me now. And mulling over what I believe things to be. Obviously, Skinwalker isn't a place alone in the fact that weird shite happens there. There's a concentration of things that happen there. I have it in my head that there are many such places around the world where there is a concentration, let's call it earth energies to satisfy some, but let's call it electromagnetic energy to satisfy me. Now, a river will find the course of least resistance, and frequently that is a fault zone where the earth has snapped and left a rubble zone and a crack, and so the river can find a very easy way to get through. It doesn't have to wear down the strata. It's got this instant pathway. Now, if rivers do that, why shouldn't the Earth's electromagnetic field do that? You know, we were all kiddies once, and we all had our bar magnet and our piece of paper and our iron filings, and we put it over the paper, over the bar magnet, and we sprinkled the off iron filings, and we shook the paper, and we saw the patterns that were there, and we saw the field lines, and we saw them returning back to the poles. So we know that happens. We glory in our northern lights when a coronal mass ejection fires out the sun and stimulates our electromagnetic field. But don't they also look for the path of least resistance to get through the crust back to the core? Might they not concentrate in areas where it is easier for them to find that route back? And might, depending on the polarity, they provide areas where it's either good to be or not. Where we have, well, Old English ley is an acre of land cleared from a forest, a ley. We have black ley and we have white ley. In Manchester we've got both, Blackley and Whiteley. In Blackley, Manchester, we have Boggart Hole Clough, and I've just posted up about my woes with my motorcycle. One time visiting friends that lived just above Boggart Hole Clough. You could look down the back of their garden into Boggart Hole Clough. Rode all the way. Out of the Squatting Hume, up the main artery road, past Fat Bernard's Club before it was burnt down. No trouble with the tyres. Got up next morning, there were two perfect puncture holes, front and back tyre. No nail, no screw, no nothing, just two perfect puncture holes. Spent the whole day dragging tyres to the nearest fucking tyre centre so they could fix it. This was the time of inner tubes and tyres. They weren't just the self-sealed tyres. Well, there was other shit happened there, including the breakup of these fine people that I used to visit there. But then I moved into a place in 98, 99, above Hebden Bridge, that again had this weird, bad power. And whilst on ward with my lad back then, we ran into one of the previous owners, a lass who had broken up with her partner there, not because they were at one another's throat, just because things just got bad. So I, being me, set about sorting out protection. But I remember taking my 5 or 6 year old son out into the back garden with a compass, and I asked him to walk along the back wall, north facing, and watch what the compass did. Now I'd cleared off the scree, revealing the rocks below to make the garden that I made up there, and you could see a fault line. And as you traversed across the garden, you could see true north move as you walked past that fault line. So something odd electromagnetically was going on there. It stayed with him, but it confirmed a lot with me that there are these places where the returning electromagnetic field, our electromagnetic field, that thing that saves us from the horrors of the universe, concentrates. And depending on the polarity, either makes it a good place to be around or a bad place. Black lay, white lay. Our ancestors didn't have the tech that they're throwing at Skinwalker, or beyond Skinwalker, that they're taking out and finding these other places. But they had time, and they had common sense, and they could see when things were happening or bad things were happening. Places earned reputations of not being a good place to be around, or being a good place to be around. It's no coincidence that every henge, every marking stone, every stone circle is within 1 kilometre of a fault in the UK. Anyway, magic dreams.